Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are outside in my backyard. Today is the day I'm going to announce a huge announcement, something that I've been talking about kind of here and there, hinting about. I am moving back home. So you know that I was at home, I moved in town, now I'm back at home. Today I'm getting a SHESHED. So I went into town. There was a place that had the Graceland sheds. So I got one that has the wraparound porch. You guys will see it here in just a second when they bring it in. I'm going to do a start from finish with this whole project. There'll be multiple videos, but to start out, I'm going to show them kind of bringing it in, setting it up, what it seems like to do that, what it's going to look like, and then I'm going to show you the whole process all the way through. But step one, we already have our area. This is where our swimming pool was before. We had one of those really tall ones that was kind of like a rectangle. So this is just kind of some sand, it's kind of leveled out, and then we've got our brick. So I'll show you the brick here in just a little while. I think we actually have it right behind me here. So ignore the mess. I've got some sheds, so hopefully you can see it back there. So we just got some basic brick. I'll turn it around in a minute. Hopefully it's not too shaky, but I just wanted to show you really quick before they get out here. This is the area, and I'll turn you guys around really quick. There's two different options of bricks that they said to get. We got these ones right here. I think my husband said they're pavers. I'm just a girl. We're building a SHESHED, so don't judge me. So let's bring in the shed and I'll show you what it looks like. The one that I got, it was 12 by 24. I got the wraparound on the side porch. So let's check it out. Studio. So I got the Graceland with the wraparound porch. They've already got it delivered, and we had a muddy mess out here, so I have to give a huge shout out. Those guys did awesome getting it all set up. So I'll kind of walk you guys around just a little bit. Here's the front of it, super cute. Absolutely love it. This is a 12 by 24. I don't know if I already said that or not. There it is, has the metal roof. Now on this loft in the front, I did a window on that one. I try to utilize the windows in the best position as possible for natural lighting for my channel. Now this window on the top of this one on the loft is going to do me no good really, because it's just my loft, but it's more for looks. But the placement of the rest of them should be pretty good. So here's the side. So this is going to have the longest side for me with the building. And then around back, try not to get in all this mud. It looks like this. So where the window would be on this side, they just put this cute little board looking type thing, but super cute. The color of this, it's really hard to tell because of the lighting, but I think it's supposed to be driftwood. So, and then this is just like a silver roof on here. So we'll walk back around this way so you can see. So I think it has 6 windows total, 1, 2, 3, and then, so one on the end, one on each side, like that. And then a cute little wraparound porch. So for you guys that are going to be turning these into like little houses and stuff like that, I really think the 12 by 24 is perfect for somebody that, even a 2-bedroom, because of the 2 different lofts. But there it is again. Let's go ahead and walk up here. I'm trying to be careful because of the mud, so hopefully I'm not shaking too much. But here's the porch. I will talk about the dimensions. I'll leave them down below of what I did with my porch, because I brought my porch. It was actually should have been that way a little bit more, I think like 2 feet. But I brought it back this way. That way I didn't have so much space in there wasted on the porch. This is still a really nice sized porch, which is covered in mud right now because where we're located. I got 2 windows on the front here for the porch, and I absolutely love those. So here's this side. So I think I'm gonna stick like probably some plants and stuff over here, and then right here I'm gonna do a little small bench, so that'll be super cute. On the roof here, it's kind of hard to tell. I think it's like a foot. I have a foot before my head would hit it, but I mean, my head's nowhere near that for me, so it's perfectly fine. So if you were like 6 foot tall, it may be a little bit too short for you. So there it is. Ignore my chicken coop and all my mess in the background, but let's go ahead and walk inside. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the door so you guys can kind of see that there. So I really love it. I'm gonna be able to do some wreaths and stuff like that for the channel. So open it up, and that way you can see what it looks like. From the door, you can see this loft here. So this is gonna be the shorter loft. So in that area that you can see now is where my YouTube area is going to be, my tables and stuff. And so I'm gonna show this video, I'm gonna show you guys the whole process of how I'm going to build my entire inside, which I'm gonna be doing shiplap. So you can see the space, and I'll give you the measurements of what's left. I believe it's like 16 by 12 is what I have left to work with on this side. So it's gonna be a little bit longer on that side where the desk and stuff's gonna go. But I think this is gonna be 16 by 12 right now that I have left available. So if I kind of walk in here, I know a lot of you guys will be looking at this for like your houses, to do small houses and stuff like that. So this up here, radiant barrier, I did pay the extra for the radiant barrier, and I thought it was going to be the whole thing, but it was just the ceiling. So and then you do have a vent up top, which my husband said is going to be a problem for me since I'm going to be heating and cooling this. So he's going to be doing something for that, which obviously, like I said, you guys will be seeing that along the journey. This is going to be the second loft. This is the biggest one. I'll get the dimensions of that, like I said, and we'll talk about it in further videos. I'll try to have it linked down below as soon as I can get that. That is a huge size. So if you were going to do that as like your master bedroom, that is huge. So I'm going to be able to store all my excess stuff as well as my Christmas and Halloween stuff that would go in the house, and now finally have my own spot. So you can see that window from the front. And then the second loft here is like that. This would be perfect for a kid's room. If you put a twin size mattress in there, you would be able to put a king size up there, so it's pretty big. But if you put a twin, you'd have tons of little room there to put little toy boxes or anything like that, so that would be good for that. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys would be looking at this for building houses and stuff, so I'm trying to cover all of it. But this is going to be a SHESHED YouTube. So there we go. I'm going to come down. So this is going to be where my desk is going to be. So it's really big. Once again, I'll get you the measurements from here to here. What I think I'm going to do is, which like I said, once again, you guys are going to be along the journey. So just keep watching out. If you've watched this video a year from now, I will have a playlist that'll keep going back to back so you guys can see every single process along the way. So we're going to build like a countertop thing that's going to kind of go like this. That way that could be my desk and do all my daughter that's homeschooled, she can do it there as well as me doing my editing. This wall up here is what we're going to utilize to put the mini split unit, which is that air conditioner heating unit. That's going to go right there. The reason why I don't want it on this side of the building is because this is where you'll see shots all the time of my YouTube channel. So I don't want that to be in the view. So I'm going to back up into the little cove over here so you can see my area that I have to work with. I am all the way up against the window now, so it's quite big. I mean, you can see how much space I have. I mean, it's quite big. Now, when I was watching the other YouTube videos, it's really hard to tell how long this is because I kept trying to look up 12 by 24 buildings and stuff like that, trying to figure out what you have to work with. I know, I mean, I can pull out a tape measure just as well as you guys can and kind of get an idea, but it's nice to kind of look at it. So maybe the next video I'll have like my kids come in and we'll kind of go across standing all of us to see how many people, so you can kind of maybe get an idea. Sometimes things like that really help me. So, but anyways, let me kind of explain. So over here, you can see how that loft is. That's going to work great for me because I'm going to be able to hang my camera. So this is probably going to be unfinished. So all this is going to be shiplap. I'm going to do wood floors, and then I'm going to build in countertops around like this, right? So you're going to have your countertops, and then you'll have like drawer units and stuff, which we don't have an IKEA around us. So I'm probably going to go to either Michael's, or I know I'm doing some deflecto and stuff in here as well for my backdrop, which I kind of really did not think about whenever you see behind me, you're probably gonna see this area over here because of where I'm gonna put my table. So I'm gonna have to figure that out just a little bit. But anyway, so once again, like I said, so we're doing countertops and then like drawer units kind of underneath here. And then right around in this area, just kind of out in the open here, we're gonna build a big table so I can record on. So like my cameras will hang from here and then be off over there against the wall and then be here to see me. So my table's gonna be somewhere in here. And then like I said, so I'll be able to have my heat presses and sewing machines and Cricuts and all that stuff along the way here to be able to have different cameras angled on those, if that makes sense. So that's just what I'm doing. And once again, there's gonna be tons of videos on this whole process. But just to give you an idea of what I'm doing. When you say 12 by 24, remember to account that part of that 24 is this porch. So when you go to design yours, pay attention to where you tell them to put that porch, because like I said, normally it actually comes in here a little bit further, and I had it go that way because it's still pretty big. I think it's 9 by 12, obviously. So I think that's pretty big for me. I'll come back over here by the door. Maybe you guys can kind of see how much room. You can see how far back that goes. So I think a 12 by 24 is perfect for me. But once again, just trying to make sure that people take in account that you have to think about the porch. So part of that 24 is going to be your porch if you're going to have one. If I was doing a little house, I probably would not do a porch because you're wasting so much space. I would personally build on my own porch after the fact, later down the road, because you're wasting that space. So like, let me turn you guys around again. So for example, like this space right here, unless you're doing a kitchen over there, you're wasting that area, all that porch or whatever. You could do that on your own after the fact. That way you can get going and really build something really big in here. Now, obviously your loft's gonna be the same because they build it all the way over the porch. But if you're inside and you're gonna be building, you've got a few more kiddos, you need the extra space. Make sure you think about those things when you do that as well. So this was just step one. Your next video that you should see coming up from us is going to be probably starting the insulation. My husband's an electrician, so that works out for us. So I'm not gonna put any plumbing in here because I'm right by the house, but I will be later adding a sink somewhere down the road, just a little small one, so that way when I'm washing out paintbrushes or stuff like that. There it is. I just wanted to do a quick walk around. So this video basically was them bringing it in to kind of see how they take it off the truck, how they bring it in to deliver it, how they do the bricks, and just kind of showing what my ideas are for the future of this building, what we're going to be doing, the steps we're going to be taking, how big it is. I'll kind of walk backwards so you guys can see all the way, if I walk all the way this way to the very end, how far back it is, because I know it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. So I've set my camera all the way up to the window that's the farthest on the inside. Now remember, this is 12 by 24, so you have to take into account the porch that's on the out front, but this is how much room we have. A lot of people think about the 12 by 24 or, you know, whatever it may be that you're doing, a 14 by 36, whatever it may be. But I don't think a lot of times if you are going to be getting a loft, if you guys consider the loft. So like say this is going to be where a bathroom is or a bedroom or anything like that, or in front of me that may be somewhere where the kitchen is. Once you finish out this area here, so I'm about like 5'5", if you make sure you account this. Think about that when you're doing the lofts. So like I said, I haven't really seen people kind of talk about that or put that into account, but it's definitely something to think about. Now, if you just left it like what I plan on doing, I'm probably just going to be spray painting this white or rolling on paint or whatever I'm going to do, but this is going to be white. I'm going to leave it because I'm going to have my cameras clamp onto this, as well as, that way I just kind of have the open room with my lighting, because if I put my lighting, it's going to get really close to me. It's going to get really hot really fast. So I need my LEDs to kind of pop up in here. So I'm going to leave mine unfinished and just spray paint that to match the shiplap. Now on that side, I can finish that side out because I don't need that. But that way I can clamp on. So if I have my table here, so I was trying to explain in the video, so my table is gonna be somewhere right around in here. So I'll be facing in probably this direction, or I may be facing this direction, I'm not too sure yet. That way, when you guys can see behind me, you're probably gonna see this window, or you're gonna end up seeing that behind me, but whichever way it's gonna be. So say my table's here, I can have clamps here with my cameras here as well as here. I plan on setting something up probably somewhere in here, but I'm going to have the counters come all the way across like this. So they're going to come across like this. We do some floating shelves and some deflecto containers and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what's in my head for ideas right now. So that's what I have in mind right now. So like I said, I want to keep it completely clean. I want to have, I know I probably have a lot of echo in here, but I want to stand back here. So hopefully you guys can get the point of the view all the way from that side of where my window is in here. Like I said, that side is 16 by 12. I need to measure this because I can't remember. So 24, it's probably, I think you take off 4 feet. So I think it's 20 by 12 here. So in this section right here, so it's longer because of the door, the way that porch came in. But pretty much that's what I want. I want it to be shiplap. I want to keep it clean, white, have some plants in here, floating shelves. And like I said, I'm going to have the countertops that way I can put my heat presses, my Cricuts, and all my hat press, my cup press, all those will be able to go on the counters here. And then as I grow and I'm not using something as much, I can always store it up on top of here. My husband's gonna create me some sort of ladder. Once again, I'll show all of that along the way. So I hope you guys join us. If this is months down the road or a year down the road, be sure to check out, there should be a playlist. It should just continue to play another video after each other, or if you look down below, I should have all the videos linked below, so that way you guys can check out along the way how I created my she shed. So this is going to be a she shed / YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.